Hey, it's Paige. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. Today I was just gonna do like a little vloggy thing, I guess. I currently have a face mask on. It's almost about dry, so I'm about to pull this off while I talk to you and do some skincare. I'm actually getting ready to go to group, which I have in about 45 minutes or so. So this is gonna be like a really quick check-in because I do have to do my hair too still, and get dressed. But yeah, I was just gonna do like a little check-in, like what's going on with my life. If you watched my first video back a couple months ago, I don't really know how long ago it was around like Halloween, sometime in October, I don't know. I chatted about what's been going on with me over the past like year or so. Well, more than a year, but like this past year, and 2019 was a crazy year for me. And it's the end of the year, so I figured that I would talk about my year and how it's went. So yeah, if you watched my other video, I talked a little bit, I don't remember how much of it, about addiction, because I am an addict in early recovery. What's the date today? Today is the 16th, so I have 8 months and 15 days clean today, which I am very proud of. It hasn't been very easy. Can't lie about that. It has not been the easiest. I think this is dry. So some events went down back in 2017, and I was really stressed out, and I'm not blaming on the start of my use of what I was using on the events, because it was my choice. It was totally my choice to start picking up and using what I was using. But the stress definitely added a lot to it. Sometimes if I was thinking about what I had going on, I would use more, just so I didn't think about it as much, or when I did think about it, I was just kind of like, not a big deal. It was a huge deal what I had going on, and I'm not talking about what I had going on in this video. Maybe I will in a future video, but it has to do with somebody very close to me and my family. They did me wrong, and yeah, I'm not gonna go into detail because we're not going there today. But I found out about the wrong that was done to me back when I did my taxes in 2017. So mid-April, I found out what was going on, and I started picking up and using some pretty heavy-duty pain pills on the street in May of 2017. And it was just off from there. So from May to September 2017, I was using daily pretty much, until I got arrested on September 5th. That was the first time I had ever been arrested. I was so upset with myself, and consequence of that arrest was getting a drug and alcohol evaluation done at an outpatient to see if I needed some sort of like substance abuse treatment, which I went back and forth with myself, like, am I going to tell the truth? And I knew if I told the truth, I was going to be admitted into the program. Like, I knew it. So, you know, I went back and forth, like, am I going to tell the truth and get admitted into this program and try to get through it and maybe get a little bit of help? I didn't want help at this point. Like, did not want help. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do, and I didn't want anybody to tell me that I had to stop using, pretty much. Hold on. So yeah, so I got admitted into the program, like October, early October. It was right around my birthday. And then I started actual, like, counseling sessions with a counselor, like, first week of November, I'm pretty sure. Because I had to go there for, like, 2 evaluations before I was accepted into the program to see if I should be accepted into the program. So I started counseling in November, and I hated this lady so much. I just hated her so much. But, like, I didn't hate her. She was just a representative of the program, you know? Like, she was trying to help me the whole time I went to her. I went to her for about a year, from November 2017 to October, very end of October 2018. And I was just mad. I was just so annoyed. I did stop smoking weed. And then I stopped smoking weed from, like, in September 2017 till, like, January 2018. I didn't smoke at all. At all. I was still using the pills, and I was drinking. And sometimes I told the truth to my counselor, and sometimes I did not. Sometimes I didn't tell the whole truth. So, I don't know, she started not, like, she would cancel appointments with me every now and then, and I would call to, like, make another appointment, and she wouldn't answer me for, like, a month. So I would go, like, a couple months, like, a month I would see her, and then I would see her consistently, and then she would cancel, and then I, like, wouldn't see her for a month. So, like, I was like, okay, she's gonna start, like, dragging this out, so I'm gonna start smoking again. So I did, but not enough so it showed up in a test. Like, every now and then it would show up positive, because I was getting tested this whole time. And I was just, oh my goodness, I was doing very unsafe behaviors. I was driving while I was high and drunk, and it was very, very bad. And I didn't have a license at this time. After I got arrested and I got sentenced and everything, I lost my license. My license was suspended. I had a conditional license, so I could drive to counseling, doctor's appointments, and work, and that's about it. And I was driving wherever I wanted, and I was high and drunk. Yeah, it was a crazy time. So, you know, sometimes I told the truth to her, sometimes I didn't tell the whole truth, but usually, like, she knew that I was using. Took me a little bit, but I finally figured out how I could use and still pass my drug tests. I would have to stop on a certain day before I saw her, not use for like 2 days. I would be withdrawing on those like 2 days without using, go to my counseling appointment, get tested, hopefully pass the test. I was so anxious the whole time I was there. I was withdrawing. I was just like, she knew like what was going on, but I was lying and passing most of my drug tests. It got to a point where she was like, if you don't stop, I am going to have to refer you to inpatient. And I was like, oh hell no, I am not going to inpatient. That is not what what's happening. No, 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 not going to inpatient. Definitely not. So that's really when I started lying hardcore. Like, went in every week, told her, no, not using, while I was withdrawing, and she knew. Like, she knew. She is also in recovery, and she has a good amount years clean from what, I don't know exactly, like, how many years, but I would guess 8 to 10 or more. I don't know. She's never really told me. She told me a little bit of her story and stuff, but she knows, you know? She's also in recovery. And she also used opiates, so she straight up knew. So I found out if I could just get through 3 full months of telling her that I wasn't using and passing all my tests, I could graduate the program. So that's exactly what I did. I got through those 3 months. It was hard. I almost broke down and told her that I was using. I was shocked that I passed all the tests because it's crazy. I think I have a very fast metabolism, so I got everything out of my body very fast. And I graduated. I was done. Got my license back. That's all I wanted, was to get my license back, even though I was driving everywhere anyway. So as soon as I got out of the program, it was like a slow progression of like starting to smoke weed every day again and using all the time and like not having to take a break because I didn't have to pass any tests anymore. So that's when I like hardcore got addicted. And I had a job this whole time too. I actually got a new job while I was seeing my counselor. And so I graduated the end of October. I worked November, December. In December, that's, I guess, when, end of November, actually. It didn't take very long for me to, like, fall apart. I started seeing some consequences. I wasn't showing up to work on time. I had to be there at, like, between 7 and 9 in the morning, and I was just, like, it was bad. Always late. So I got suspended from work the day before Christmas Eve last year, 2018. And I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. I need to stop or like slow down or something. So over the week that I was suspended, I tapered myself off. I tapered myself almost off to the point where I didn't need it. I didn't wake up and feel like I needed to take something. The day I went back to work, it was New Year's Eve, and my work friend asked me if I wanted to go out that night, and that was it. I just picked right back up where it just started up again. And then that whole month was crazy. I was completely falling apart, and I got fired from my job, I think January 25th, 26th, around then. And that really messed me up. After I got fired, like the day after I got fired, so it was a Sunday when my manager was like, okay, I'm really sorry, I have to let you go. I called up my old counselor and told her I had gotten fired from my job. I had been using this whole time, I never stopped, and she was just kind of like, I know. Made an appointment with her and went to see her. So I guess this is where I'm gonna have to take a little break and finish getting ready. I have to go do my hair and get dressed and go to group, and I will come back later on and finish this little story time. Bye for now.